Okay, so we have some beautiful stories put together by those good copywriters we have and the best content editors for MyJoyOnline.com. We'll first have to look at that. We'll look at City FM and we'll start with the Africa page as well to conclude a look at the various stories this morning. And Mama V says ECG installs meters at Volta Region Teco cell site.
What we have to interrogate, Roland, today is that I think I realized that there was this, I'm not sure if it was nationwide, but there was this blackout at a certain point in time yesterday. Where I live, I experienced it. I don't know if you experienced some
I
kind
had
of...
power cut throughout the rest of it yesterday, so...
throughout the day yesterday?
Anyway, up to this morning, I don't have light. So
okay.
I read it on, I think Stephen Ante put it on his Facebook page. And I read something like that.
So I live in Ashoman.
Because I was off, so I never... I was already in the dark.
This was either 9 p.m. or a little after 9. I'm not so sure. So I don't know. Maybe... Jonah, where do you live? Jonah is one of our cameramen this morning. Kwashiman, did you experience any blackouts? Okay, no, you're probably sleeping. Kwakwa?
He's not sleeping.
Adenta, no blackouts?
No blackouts.
Okay. All right. So we're trying to figure out, did you go off at some point yesterday or the whole day like Roland did experience? Dennis, our sound man, also went off. So we'll try and find some answers. And Jata also did go off. Jata, where do you live? Jolu. Jata is also one of our cameramen this morning. Okay, so that also went off. So we have to find out.
I think it only happened in the bourgeois areas. Ashoma Estate, you know, like Jolu, you know, Roman Ridge, you know, like
really?
It's legal. Those play, but with the hustler areas there, Charlie, like Pashiman, Santa Maria. Charlie, those areas are hustler, Dakuman. Odoko.
But Kwashiman didn't go off.
Kadeshi first light. Mamprobi, Agege, Choco, Kolego.
So where do you live?
I live at Ajekoyo. It's all hustler area.
And that's not a bourgeois area.
No. It's a hustler area. So we go, after when we go off. And that's why we're off from yesterday to today.
Okay, but ECG is installing some meters at Volta Region Telco cell site, whatever that means. We just want power, man. Let's move on.
Next one, we look at Egypt holds first apparently parliament in 3 years, and we know that Assisi has taken over, and once President Abdel Fattah Assisi is trying to maintain some peace, at least democracy also needs to work in that country. It's the most populous Arab country in the world.
Yeah, we hope the brotherhood, you know, doesn't feel, you know, the point is when you have one side or other sides who feel you are not being fair to them, that's when things get a bit unstable.
I guess that's why consensus building is always good in politics, I guess.
My fear is that people are not bottling things within them.
Oh, they are.
And then try and strike at the time they feel is right.
Yeah,
you know?
We'll see how that goes. And we have other stories as well. 5 years oil, okay, 3 points bubble and bust. A lot more that you can always go to the opinion page. And the next story is about Kuala supervisor, 3 others arrested in a botch robbery. But I think this headline also should have talked about the yeoman's job that the taxi driver did, and just kicking, so to speak, there off.
Yeah. Harry has a message for you, and Harry is watching us from Takrad. He says, hey, Roland, please, this is Ghana. I'll make wild for the taxi driver to get back his car.
Yeah. Am I the one to make wild? I think we will do a lot more of the talking, and we've already advocated on the show that he needs a new taxi, okay? I think there's something that I wrote on a social media page also. I think on Ghana Web. I said they said the former president's office had issued a statement, that's Jerry Rawlings, congratulating me. I said, oh, JJ try, but make it buy a new copy.
We're watching to see what the police service would do. I think they have enough money for them. And this is, you know, like a public safety kind of thing, which is ideally their job. So they should do the do. And there was this military man who also helped. I think he was there before the police did. I don't know. Hopefully someday we can show all their faces.
Look at their faces. Kumasi fire outbreak. Missing children found alive. And that's a good thing as well. We know we showed you a lot more of those who have been involved or victims of the fire, especially the market women who so far have not been impressed by efforts to make sure that the place is resuscitated.
Yeah.
But the whole idea is to have a neat place, well coordinated, well cordoned off,
spacious.
Yes, and the way we tend to do or do the outlays or the floor
But who do you
plans,
blame? Who do you blame?
I think we have to blame ourselves. Of course, we have to.
Authorities, man. Let's put the blame where it has to be, right at the doorstep of the authorities.
I know that's where we're going, but we need to move the whole concept of what we think the ideal market situation should be. The world is moving on. We also need to move on.
You know, it's a shame because these same leaders, these same authorities, they go places, they travel, you know. Do they just travel and see, they watch, and then they come back home and they fold their arms? This is an opportunity. This place has been raised down entirely. Build it the way it should be built. Sure. What happened to Cantamanto?
Yeah.
What happened to Cantamanto? Cantamanto is the same as it was. We have them come and talk and say all the beautiful things. This is an opportunity. Kumasi Mayor, I mean, you are a bit different. You seem to be an action person, so please fix it. We don't want to see this happen again.
Please fix it.
Yeah.
I love that. Please fix it. And the next story we're looking at is, Bank of Ghana reviewing microfinance companies, and I feel so sad about this very incident.
The Bank of Ghana has failed us in this regard. When I was home, that was what I was thinking. Really.
And they rather convene a press conference and claim that the company that seemed to have embezzled and put together all these Ponzi schemes, because they tend to rob Peter to pay Paul. What was the monitoring department of the bank doing for microfinance?
Failed us.
No, I think they failed. Because you don't have to wait for them to spend deposits in excess of over 100 million Ghana cedis. That's a lot of money for a lot of people. And there's no way, I don't know who's going to absorb this. Is it government?
The Bank of Ghana should, but sadly, the Bank of Ghana is all of us.
Well, the Bank of Ghana is insulated from some of these things. But the point also is about the people who tend to put together some of these companies and their reputation. Why do you have to embezzle people's money in such a way when you know that it's public money?
But hopefully all of us as ordinary people would learn from some of these experiences.
Yeah. For me, if you're not mainstream bank, I won't go and put my money.
But you know, it's the inconvenience of people, you know, going to a proper bank, if you like, the well-known ones, the ones that have been in existence for a very long time. It's just the inconvenience, because these people will go door to door. They'll come to you and take your money, and people feel like that's convenience right there. But it's very risky. I mean, if you can, I want to say if you don't know the credibility, but then again, it's difficult. So maybe let's stick to the traditional banks. But even if I say that, that won't be fair, would it?
Okay, so let's go up. We have a couple of stories there. And you see MPP suspended chairman, and apparently the party has ordered party communicators to shun Afoko's comments, and is the latest saying that, well, he didn't undermine the, is it the National Council of Elders? Yes, and so, but they've been told, look, don't give him replies. Just don't comment on it, because then you're going to fuel a lot more comments in the media. Yeah. Okay, let's look at City FM.
Yeah, before that, it will be good to read our colleague Albert Sori's memoir, 2016. Let's endorse our hopelessness once again, shall we? It's okay, yeah, but you know, if you have time, you can read that. Let's get on to City FM online quickly before we do the BBC. Roland?
Yeah, cab driver described here as brave, to be rewarded for crashing. Okay, I want to read the story to see who is rewarding him.
No, but you see, okay, yeah, you can open it up. But please, let's check the headline quickly. Ghana Police. Let's give us some other headline.
Well,
let it not be
a new taxi.
Let it not be to be rewarded. Let it be rewarded. Let it not be to be rewarded.
They said the taxi driver who thwarted the escape of the two robbers involved in a cantonment robbery incident will receive a handsome reward. That's according to the PRO of the Accra Region Police Command, ASP Ifya Tenge.
Why do I feel like I want to hear from the acting IGP and not the PRO?
Easy.
But we'll be watching them. We'll talk about this every day until they do it.
Okay, so let's go to the BBC page. And we have a lot more there. It talks about Egypt's first parliament in 3 years. That's a good thing. And apparently, Egypt's new parliament, dominated by supporters of President Sisi, meets for the first time since the previous Islamist-backed one was dissolved back in 2012. Shukran. Democracy in Egypt is always good. IS claims Libya police bomb attack. And then our man is here, Mr. Kent. Is this Simpson Kent, they call him?
Yeah.
UK murder suspect pictured in Accra. Okay, he's on the BBC.
So why did he come back to Ghana?
He came back. I'm sure he came for a holiday and so stay. He saw that child. This is a good refuge. You know, we're already bringing Guantanamo Bay, Gitmo rejects.
Yeah,
so
I heard that too.
Hospitality.
I heard that too, man.
No bound. Ghana the oba free masa yes on he was somewhere at the beach lurking there, and then the police came to
he was chilling, man.
Came to catch him. Ghana free country, you walk, nobody will ask you anything. Ghana free country, masa, if we bring Gitmo reject, why not him?
But I'm hopeful at least they could track him. You know,
he shouldn't have done what he
did. Sometimes but we don't know if he did it or not. He's a suspect. He's not. He's not. You can't say that. That's not fair.
I'm not a lawyer, so as for me, I'm insulated from.
You're not. It's
Kenya,
not fair.
Sex talk radio ban is attacked, and Mama V discussed this adequately on Saturday on Rhythm A to Z, and had all the best critics in there, including Francis, who is a regular, Ken, and the rest. The other young man, he appears on
Clarence.
Yes, Clarence.
Yes,
I like him as well. Very assertive, straight to the point. Yeah.
Okay.
And Egypt policemen shot dead in Giza, and then we have Afghans overtake Zimbabwe's cricketers. You have some comments?
Yes, I do. Lots of comments, by the way. Benedetto was just smiling and walking along, reminded me that his time is almost up. Congrats to the taxi driver for good work done. It's from Fido in Ejira, sending us that message. And this one says, blessed morning to all the AM show crew and to all teachers of Young MA Basic School. Savlugu from A. Razak in Tamale, sending us that message as well. This one from Mutala Surazu at Wali Wali says, as for Paula Foucault, I describe him as the latest Ghanaian comedian. Better issues of national interest are there for people to discuss. Thanks, and thank you for the message. This one says, those in authority should take note. Posterity is a watch. I don't know in what context. And this one says, Mama V, we miss you, Papa. Welcome back. All the best for the year. Nanayao in Hohoi. I wish you same, Nanayao. Oh my gosh. You're getting somebody jealous, by the way. Good morning, Mama V. Happy New Year. Beautiful to see you again from Julius Walugu Police Training School. Thank you, Julius, for that message. Let's see. This one says, Mahama keeps on surprising Ghanaians. Okay. If not incompetent, how do you import terrorists? Is from Owusu. Interesting the way you put that. This one says, good morning to Roland and Big Mama V. Thank you. You didn't include your name. Kindly do include your name when you send us a message. Modern day criminals are also technologically smart. I think the video about the koala taxi should not have shown the car's number plates. Info from DVLA can easily give the driver away. Well, fortunately, I'm not sure the driver owns the vehicle. So if you got the information, it will be...
Look, the driver openly did what he did because he was brave.
Yeah, but I don't think
if he didn't want to be identified, I'm sure he wouldn't have gone in the first place.
No, but I think what we have done now, which I think we should continue to do, is not show his face, which is a good thing. Yeah. This one says, makes you a lot. Joe sending us that message. Thank you, Joe. And I'm overwhelmed by the messages. This person says, I like Joe News. Rims in Tamale says so. Do I have time to read a few more? How do you say this?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay. We're grateful for the work of the taxi driver. May Allah save him as he has also saved others. Mohammed Aminu in Tamale sent that message, and this is the last one to make way for Benedict. Welcome back, Mama V. You have no koiko. Happy New Year from Costa Paga. Okay, so that crowns it for me. Thank you so much. I am grateful.
Well, she has a koiko, and the sports presenter who is coming next, and Benedict also is here to give us a lot more news on detailed sports.
Yeah, we're not talking Chelsea, we're talking Manchester United, we're talking Real Madrid, we're talking the Ballon d'Or, is that it?
Yeah, Ballon d'Or.
Okay, yeah, stay with us.
All right, we'll be right back.